What up, guys? It's your boy Minx, and as always, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to hit that like and smash that sub. I do Overwatch content creation as well as variety gaming and reacts, trying to broaden my horizons. So if you guys are enjoying any of this, definitely do that. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do variety streaming once per week. That is on Sunday. I do Overwatch gaming throughout the week over on Twitch. So any of that, if you guys are interested, make sure to check out the description below. Today we have a reaction to how something is made, something a little bit different, but I genuinely do not know exactly how this is made. And what are we looking at, might you be asking? We're gonna be checking out how sugar is made. I'm actually pretty curious on this, so we'll see. Let's get to it.
These machines harvest the cane by cutting it at the base.
Okay, so this is with sugarcane. I figured it was with sugarcane, but I wasn't positive.
Of a conveyor, which feeds them into the transport bin.
I've had sugarcane. It's pretty decent. They have like this sugarcane in like a
At the mill,
Vietnamese dish.
trucks empty their load onto a receiving table.
Where the sugarcane is in the
It
center
feeds a
of
belt
it,
conveyor
and it's like
that
meat
takes the
around
cane
it.
through two separate washes. The cane must be as clean as possible for extracting the juice.
Okay, we love a clean cane. You know, I think an important thing to also understand is, before we go any further, is a lot of what we see in processed foods nowadays is actually not sugar. A lot of what we get is high fructose corn syrup. That's why when you see some drinks, it'll say made with real sugar, but a lot of processed things are made with high fructose corn syrup, which is in fact like a man-made sugar. And unfortunately, our body doesn't know what to do with that, doesn't know how to break it down. So because of that, there's now a well, it's been for quite some time, like a greater emphasis on things that are actually made with sugar. So it's super important to understand the difference between high fructose corn syrup, which you see in like beverages. Just check the ingredients, and actual real sugar. I think it, you know, fun fact.
But first, the cane's hard structure is broken down inside this crusher, where rotating hammers break the cane into small pieces. A conveyor loads it into a milling tandem designed to extract the sweet juice from the crushed cane.
Okay, we're getting there.
In this milling tandem,
This looks
the cane
crazy.
passes through a series of 5 or more consecutive mills. Large cylinders compress the
I
cane
also heard that
fiber.
like actual sugar is actually very
The
expensive,
juice
which
pours
is
out
why
of
high
the milling
fructose
tandem
corn syrup has
and
been
diverts into a channel away from the
substituted in a lot of
bagasse,
things.
the dry pulp that remains after extracting the juice.
I'll tell
A
you what,
worker
I would not think
supervises
that
the
this would turn
operation
out to
at
sugar.
each of
This
the
does not
mills.
look like sugar.
A
This
vat
does
holds
not
the
look
juice
like
that
sugar
flows
at
from the
all,
top and bottom
bro.
of the mills.
Ew! Crazy.
Now that the juice is extracted from the sugar cane, it's time to process it.
All right.
However, before it's turned into sugar crystals, a sample goes through a series of tests at the sugar mill's laboratory. They add
Made
a
in the
thickener
lab.
that binds to impurities in the juice, and then filter it to make it clear and clean. Then it's poured into a polarimeter, a machine that measures the
Polarimeter.
concentration of sugar.
I got one of those sitting around.
The juice from the mills now falls through this 10-meter high tower as sulfur dioxide vapors rise through it. This process, known as sulfitation, bleaches the juice. Then it flows through a device that measures its pH level.
Oh my God, bro.
While at a separate vat, workers add powdered lime to water, preparing a solution to which they will then add the juice.
This makes me look at sugar in
An
an
agitator
entirely
mixes the
different way.
cane juice and lime solution for about 6 hours to complete a process
Okay,
called
so it's the
alkalization.
juice mixed with other things that
It
is
regulates the juice's pH level and helps clarify it.
okay.
In reaction to the lime, the juice's color changes from brown to yellow.
All right.
Next, the juice goes into these clarifier tanks. It takes over 2 hours for the juice to settle and for the impurities to fall to the bottom of the tank. A sample taken from the tank shows how the sludge collects at the bottom, while the clarified juice collects at the top. There's still quite a way to go before it's transformed into the stuff that goes into your tea. Workers
this is
filter the
insane.
residue, known as mud, from the clarifier tanks to extract any remaining sugar. There's no waste here. The mud will fertilize the cane fields, and the bagasse left over will be burned as fuel. The clarified juice collected from the clarifier tanks now boils in a series of evaporators.
I'm like caught in awe
This
with
brings
this
the
entire
concentration
process
of the
because
sugar in the juice up from 15%.
I didn't
to
even
60.
have like the faintest idea on how any of this is made. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Then the juice collects in 15-ton tanks to clarify even more. Any sediment left in the juice floats to the top.
All right,
A
we're taking
rotating
all of that
paddle
off.
skims this residue off to the sides of the tank.
Sure.
These tanks produce a type of syrup that goes on for still more processing. Workers now pour sucrose crystals suspended in alcohol into the syrup. This milky solution binds to the sugar present in the syrup and helps draw it out. Next, it all boils in large vacuum pans, forming sugar crystals. As the water in the syrup boils away, workers regularly check to see how the sugar is crystallizing. The goal? To produce a thick crystallized paste known as masquite.
I'll tell you what, man, I would have looked at that. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's
It then goes
crystallizing.
into a high-speed
maybe not.
centrifugal machine to remove the sugar crystals from the uncrystallized syrup. Inside, the sugar spins at 1,200 revolutions per minute. This action draws the molasses to the outer shell of the machine, while the crystals remain in the inner basket.
Bro, this is incredible.
Sprays of water wash the crystals. Then the water is drawn out, so only the crystals remain. This centrifuge draws out moisture from the sugar, just like a washing machine on spin cycle dries your clothes.
What's crazy is he's like trying to explain things in layman terms. Right over, dude. Right over. I've been lost the last couple of steps.
Next, a conveyor belt carries the sugar crystals out of the centrifuge.
Crazy. Now it's
This
starting to
mill
look like what we
produces
know.
raw sugar, which has more molasses and is unbleached, and plantation white sugar,
Oh,
which has less
interesting.
molasses and is bleached a brilliant white.
Oh, that's interesting. Like raw sugar, as in over the left. If you guys ever seen those packets that say raw
The sugar on the conveyor now goes into a large dryer.
I always wondered what the
Hot air
difference
blows
was.
into this dryer to bring the sugar's humidity level down to 0.02%. That's standard for table sugar. The dried sugar pours out from the dryer into a bag on a scale. It's full when it weighs in at 1,000 kilos.
And there it is. Sugar as we
The
know
hoist
it.
then carries the bags to a platform at the far end of the packing facility. At 3,000 kilos, that is a heavy load.
That's what she said.
Pours each bag over a chute that leads to the factory's main floor.
No, but honestly, this is
Workers
pretty
carefully open
crazy.
each bag in turn and pour out the sugar directly into the chute. It feeds an automated packaging machine, which fills a series of 2-kilo plastic bags.
This is
seals them,
wild, bro.
And separates them. This packing facility produces 200,000
Wouldn't
bags
have ever
every
guessed
day.
it. I had no idea that that was made that way. Not even like the faintest idea. I couldn't have even guessed. That's crazy. I knew it had something to do with sugar canes, but that process is absolutely insane. It really gave me a different kind of view on sugar, something that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate it. Minix on all social media platforms. I stream during the week in the mornings on TikTok and Twitch. I do variety gaming on Sunday, and I usually post the highlights on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in that, please feel free to check it out. Guys, don't forget to hit that like, smash that sub, and we're gonna be coming up with more of these. Honestly, that was pretty educational. Guys, thank you. Until next time.